Hi, I'm Bill Snyder, Sports Information Director at Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, and welcome to Bulldog Blitz, Week 2 of the 2011 season. It was a grind here in Moorhead, but the Bulldogs get the first win, 31-14 over Mississippi Delta. Here with me, as always, Gulf Coast head coach Steve Campbell. Coach, not the prettiest thing, but nobody's going to remember that 3 weeks from now. It was a win and earned it, 31-14.
That's right. You know, any time in this league you can go on the road and get a W, you're pleased. Now, you know, I'm not pleased with our execution, and we've still got a lot of improvement to make, but the guys really battled hard and found a way to win, and that was huge for us.
It certainly was. The Bulldogs go to 1-1 on the year and avoid going 0-2 for the first time since '97. I wasn't going to tell you that till after the game. We haven't been 0-2 since like '97, and I know that wasn't in anybody's mind.
No, you know, we were 0-0. You know, and we're 0-0 again. We got to win. We got one game coming up, and that's the game we're worried about. You know, the game we were worried about this week was this one. We won it. Now we're starting from scratch. Let's try to win one more football game.
We are 1-1. Got the win, 31-14 over Delta. We're going to take a look at all the action from this one here in Moorhead. Coach Campbell, Bill, and the Mosquitoes coming back right after this.
At Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, it's like this. High school graduates can take classes close to home that transfer easily to universities. The convenience and flexibility of online classes give students of all ages the opportunity to earn a degree. Apply online and chat live with an admissions specialist or visit us on Facebook. Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, celebrating academic excellence for 100 years.
And welcome back to Bulldog Blitz. Well, we come out here, Coach, against Delta, a young team. They didn't score last week, but they thought they might have had a chance against us, and early on they played like that. Taylor Pontius got one of his 3 field goals to get us on the board, making it 3-zip, but then late in the first quarter, their running back, Chris Bolton, busted a 30-yarder, and Delta led 7-3 at that point, and you're going, what is going on here? And it wasn't so much the guys were playing bad, it was just a little intensity. Delta got a big play, and we knew we were in for a struggle.
Yeah, well, you know, going into the game, I knew we were in for a struggle because, you know, Mississippi Delta, you know, last week against Jones, that same play that they scored on against us, that reverse, they scored on from about 50 out against Jones, but had a block in the back, and it got called back. So I guess Delta scored 3 touchdowns this year, and all 3 of them have been off that exact same play, that reverse. And that's a dangerous play, and they popped it on us and went up 7-3. And you know, it's like I told the guys, every week in this league is, you know, it's a dogfight, and you got to be prepared to battle and scratch and try to find a way to win a football game. And I was proud of the guys for being able to do that. You know, we're having to manufacture a lot of stuff right now. You know, last week against East, you know, it didn't look good early, and we were able to manufacture and get some stuff done right before the half to give us a chance. And then this week was kind of the same way. We were down 7-6, and is that right? Yeah, and then found a way to get some points right before the half to at least send us into halftime with a lead.
Yeah, Taylor Pontius got another field goal, making it 7-6. Then just before the half, Raymond Cotton got another touchdown run. We got the 2-point conversion, so we're up 14-7 at that point, and things were looking pretty good. But then Delta came out with a spirited drive there in the third quarter. James Bell on that run down here on the sidelines, making it 14-all. And there was no fight in this team. Delta, kind of like us, pretty young, but they had a lot of fight in them.
Oh, they did. They, you know, their coach does a great job, and they're highly motivated, and they've got a great group of guys that play extremely hard. And, you know, they've got some speed on that team. And I tell you this, both those linebackers, great players, and the D lineman, one of those safeties I think is a great player. So, you know, they've got some talent.
Yeah. And as you said, Jay Miller retiring this year, their head coach, and he was wanting nothing more than to beat the number 12 team in the country. So it was 14-all at that point. We headed to the fourth quarter. The running game had some sporadic outbursts, but at that point, heading into the fourth quarter, it was pretty much a dead-even game. Then Pontius Taylor got a 25-yard field goal. He kicked 3 of them to make it 17-14. Taylor really did a nice job tonight on kickoffs and with field goals.
He did. Pontius was a big difference in the football game. He was able to drill those field goals and then did a great job on his kickoffs and gave us, great field position. And, I think kicking game really helped us. Will did a great job, but punted them deep. I think
very nice punts.
Yeah, their guy Fair caught it somewhere around the 5 and did a great job on the punts. Underwood did a great job on all of his snaps on punts and field goal extra points. We did good job on our returns, and then our coverage was good. So I was really pleased, and kicking game really, really helped us out.
Got to be sound in all 3 phases, right?
Yes, yep. And, and like I say, we were spitting and sputtering on offense, but defense had a lot of 3-and-outs early, which gave us a chance to kind of find our legs. And I'm not sure that we could get it going at certain points in time, but we're still, trying to figure out the best way to move the football. And our defense gave us a chance to do that. And then, of course, Otis's tremendous play to kind of put us over the top was huge.
Yeah, as the defense really got some momentum going, Otis got the scoop and score, a 12-yard fumble return with 7:47 left in the game, giving Gulf Coast a 10-point lead, making it 24-14. Then just a really a morale killer for Delta as we drove it down, and then James Gillum got another touchdown, a 10-yarder, making it 31-14, the final with 2:15 to go. And, it was a grind, but towards the end, it was a good grind that kind of, we were saying it was an old school game where it was, defense, special teams, and the running game really controlling this one.
Yeah, we finally was able to put some stuff together in the running game there towards the end, and that really helped us out, helped us keep the clock running and move the chains. Raymond pulled it down and had a big run for to convert a 3rd down, which was big, and then James ran extremely hard. So that was big. Early, we weren't able to get a whole lot going. Before half, Javon made a great catch on a slant and then broke a couple of tackles to get us down and give us a chance to score a touchdown. That's making a play. Javon made a play. Raymond had a good throw, and Javon reached up and snatched it and then made some people miss. That's make Otis. Somebody had the sack. I hadn't seen the film yet, but somebody knocked the ball loose, and then Otis scooped. That's making a play. Mm-hmm. We had some guys make, that's football. Whoever makes the most plays is going to win. Our guys did, made more plays tonight, and we were really pleased with that.
Kind of a coming of age early in the season, I guess.
Yeah, I would like to think. Last week we played a close game and came up short. This week we played a close game and wound up pulling away towards the end. And Delta's got a good football team. They've got speed on both sides of the ball, and defensively they are, for what we like to do, they're very, very good. They are great against the run. They held Jones to 58 yards rushing last week. So we knew they were going to be tough, and they're great in the red zone. Jones had to kick 4 field goals. We wound up kicking 3 field goals. So they're a great football team in the red zone.
Yeah. But Gulf Coast grinding it out, winning at 31-14 to go to 1-1 on the year, and coming up against Jones next week. We'll take a look at that a little bit later. Right now, we'll check in with our sponsors. Our Raising Cane's offensive play of the week. A lot of 3 yards and a cloud of dust, but I think that touchdown by Raymond right there in the second quarter going into halftime, that was huge as far as momentum goes.
Yeah, we needed that. We needed some momentum, and you always want to go in at the half with a lead, and that was a big play. Like I say, the slant that Ray threw to Javon and the play that Javon made was a big play to set up that touchdown. Great run by Raymond. So that was definitely a big play.
It was huge. Our Jack's Home Improvement defensive play of the week has to be the scoop and score. Really the game clincher, the big sack there. Otis picks it up, and he was in the end zone so quickly it's not even funny to make it 24-14. And when you got one of those, it makes you sleep a little better at night, knowing that the defense can come up with a big turnover, because they hadn't had one of those opportunities yet.
No, that's huge. Anytime the defense scores, that's tremendous. And normally you're going to win whenever the defense scores a touchdown. And defense did a great job tonight. They, we gave us a lot of opportunities and really held Mississippi Delta at bay. And Mississippi Delta's, they're an improved football team over what they were a week ago. So we were, I was really pleased with the play of the defense, and then that big play at the end was huge. And then Zoe with the also had a tempo setter on the kickoff there at the end, a big time lick.
You just led me in to the over-the-top special teams play. Alonzo Lawrence laying the wood on that pooch kick. Of course, Taylor Pontius had 3 field goals, but that was one of those remember me hits. Everybody in the booth was oohing and ahhing after that.
Yeah, that was definitely a tempo setter. And I'm proud of Zoe for that. We need to get one of those in the first quarter to really set that tempo. But Lonzo, that was a big-time lick, and it really got the sideline excited, and big-time play. It was good to have Chris Payne back out there on defense this week.
Made a lot of tackles.
Made a lot of plays. It was great to see him back out there.
Mm-hmm. Give some love, too, on the defense. Brandon Keel, Mario Gaynor. Watson was in on some plays. Centimore got good push. Willie Packer made some plays. So the defensive line really was nice.
They did. And I thought I saw Dinkins back in there making a play or two. And then Conway, Warren Conway made some plays. So it's good. A lot of young guys. A lot of guys that hadn't played a whole lot of football making plays, and that's tremendous.
Yeah, growing up tonight, winning the game 31-14 here at Mississippi Delta, going 1-1 on the year. Now, coming up after the break, we're going to take a look at our athletic performance facility, our first campus field trip of the year here on Bulldog Blitz, so you'll want to check that out. But heading into the break, the MAC JC scoreboard sponsored by Western Sizzlin'. You're watching Bulldog Blitz here on WLOX.
For 100 years, Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College has been the choice for higher education in South Mississippi. We're proud of a century of excellence from academics to athletics. Gulf Coast Community College has made a positive difference in my life and continues to make a positive difference in people's lives every day. Come join us for our centennial celebration and participate in the exciting activities we have planned. It's like this and so much more.
And welcome back to Bulldog Blitz. Well, we've got a lot of big guys on our football team, and they get that way thanks to our new athletic performance facility. It's our first campus field trip of the season. Let's take a look at our new weight room.
It is unbelievable what something like this, a new facility for athletics, adds to the recruiting process. In other words, if we have a recruit on campus, this is one of the first places we bring that recruit. We're very proud of our dormitories, but we're also very proud of this new weight room, and we've had a lot of success with impressing a lot of young recruits with what we have here in this facility. Right now, we have every sport able to utilize this facility right here. We have one of our coaches that monitors the schedule, makes sure everything in here is in place and accounted for. So all sports are utilizing this weight room, from golf to tennis to women's basketball, men's basketball, football. And I'll tell you, when football is in here, there's not a bar or dumbbell that's not in motion, so it's very impressive to see. We have exactly what you need to get an athlete in playing condition right now. And we have everything. We have the track out here. If we need to do cardio and running, wind sprints, we can do that out on our track and stadium's turf surface. So we have the best of both worlds, if you ask me. We have everything that you need, from free weight to machine weight, in here for all of our sports to utilize. And we also can go outside and do our cardio when we need to do that. Part of my priority as Dean of Athletics is branding. Branding goes a long way when you bring a young recruit on campus and they see the logos strategically placed throughout, and in here is no exception. We have multiple M logos with our Bulldog face logo and certain themes. As you can see, we've got speed, endurance, and toughness, and so forth. And that goes a long way. It may seem minuscule to some, but for a recruit, that's very impressive. And we try to do that at all of our athletic facilities.
And Coach, a beautiful facility right there by the football field, and I know you've enjoyed that. I remember when it opened, you talked about how the old weight room was one of the last things you show people. This one now, it's a showpiece on our Perkinston campus.
It is. We're really proud of the new weight room. It is. It's got everything you need: power platforms, power racks, medicine balls for all sorts of plyometrics, and it's really good. We're really proud of it and have put it to a lot of good use. It opened back, I guess we've been in it about 6 months now, and it's been really good for us.
Plyometrics. You don't get that on any other football show, ladies and gentlemen. That was pretty strong. My last question about the weight room: is it mosquito proof?
You know, for our neck of the woods, it is. I've lived in the Delta before, and these are the worst mosquitoes I believe I've ever seen.
Yeah. Hey, we got to fight through adversity. We did it on the field. We're doing it here in our show. Hope you enjoyed it.
Were they here during the game and I just did not notice them, or?
They were?
I did not notice one mosquito. Now they're swarming.
Yeah. We'll be lucky to make it out of here alive. No, just kidding. Enjoyed the look at the weight room. We'll have more campus field trips throughout the year here on Bulldog Blitz. Coming up after the break, a player profile. We'll take a look at one of our players on defense, one of our sophomores. Heading into the break, our NJCAA Top 10 poll, sponsored by Serendipity. The Bulldogs fell to 12th this week, maybe climbing back after the win. You're watching Bulldog Blitz here on WLOX.
At Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, it's like this. We've prepared generations of students for careers and for life. You have options that benefit your busy lifestyle while earning a degree, working, and enjoying time with family. Career and technical courses are offered evenings and weekends, and in hybrid or online formats. Apply online and check the availability of financial aid and scholarships. Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, celebrating excellence for 100 years.
Welcome back to Bulldog Blitz. As you saw, our soccer team's got a couple of big wins over Hines this weekend. Our tennis team also swept Hines, so other sports doing well here at Gulf Coast. Now, player profile time. This week we'll go to the defensive side of the ball and take a look at sophomore linebacker Mario Gaynor.
Last year coming in, I built chemistry with John Jenkins and a lot of those players like Lloyd Allen and everything. And they accepted me in right away, and they told me I need to step up because I was going to be the main one in there. So I just took my road and just went with it.
Bulldogs fake blitz, then go back into coverage. Pass is tipped and picked off over the middle by Mario Gaynor on the tip pass.
Last year they were saying that on the road that we couldn't do it. That's what people started saying. But I feel like, it's just gonna be a test, you know what I'm saying? My man Patrick Willis. I gotta look at the Patrick Willis. He came over me sideline. I feel like I'm the same way, I can play sideline, I can drop back and cover, same thing.
And Coach Mario, he talked about in that piece, he loves Patrick Willis, and he's kind of a Patrick Willis clone, maybe not as fast because Willison's in the NFL, but Mario takes up space and walks down guys at another big game tonight, and so far probably leading the team in tackles, if not, at the top.
Yeah, there's no question. Gaynor is a great player. We have been blessed here at Gulf Coast and had some great linebackers. You go back to Chris White and El Toro Freeman and Blair Phillips, and I tell you what, Mario Gaynor I put up there with any of them, and I do not know that, that we've had a better leader than Gaynor. I mean, when Gaynor talks, they listen, and he is.
When he talks, I listen.
Yeah, he is I tell you what, I have a lot of respect for Mario Gaynor's ability and his work ethic and the kind of young man he is. He's the kind of guys you love to coach. You don't, because he don't need a whole lot of direction. He loves football, he loves work, and does a great job in the classroom.
Bet he could handle these mosquitoes. He's a good guy, Mario Gaynor, sophomore linebacker here on Bulldog Blitz. Hope you enjoyed that player profile. Now, coming up after the break, we'll look ahead and take a look at our MAC JC South Division opener against Jones. You're watching Bulldog Blitz here on WLOX. Welcome back to Bulldog Blitz. Hope you enjoyed that centennial moment. Gulf Coast celebrating 100 years this year. Our centennial, a lot of great celebrations coming up. Homecoming coming up in October. So remember, if you're a former Bulldog athlete, Bulldog person, whatever you involved with Gulf Coast, remember to come on out in October. I believe that's October 22nd. Now, on to the next game, our preview of the next game, sponsored by Whistle Stop Cafe in Wiggins. And, Coach, we're opening against Jones, the South Division opener against Jones. They're always tough. It's always a grind against those guys. But a key there is we're back at home finally after 7 weeks, going back to last week on the road. So it'll be nice to get home. Tough game, though.
Yeah, Jones is always great. Any Eddie Pierce coach football team is going to be extremely tough, and they do a great job offensively and a great job defensively. They we've played these guys I guess 8 times in the past 7 years. This will be, and they've had the same staff and we've had the same staff, so we know each other really well, kind of got an idea of what they do, and I'm sure they got a great idea of what we do. So we have always had some great games against Jones. It always is a 4-quarter football game, and I don't look for this one to be any differently. We did get to watch them on film a little bit against Mississippi Delta because they played Delta last week, and of course us getting ready for this game, that was the game that we watched. They're good. They've got they shut out Delta, so they're strong on defense, as Jones always is, and they've got a quarterback, the kid that was at West Jones last year that led them, to South State and won a ton of football games at West Jones. Does a great job throwing the football, delivering the ball. He's really a good operator. They're always strong on the O-line, and they've got some very dangerous receivers. So a typical, excellent Jones junior college football team.
Now, we've won 7 in a row against them, but it really doesn't seem that way. As you said, we've had some real nail-biters with those guys. Yeah. Next week should be no different.
Yeah, Jones is always good. They always play us extremely tough, and, it sure does, because I know every week or every year that you play Jones, you better strap it up and be ready to play, because they play good football up there.
They certainly do, and you can watch that game via streaming video on mgcccbulldogs.com and listen on the radio, 103.1 FM, WOSM. Kickoff next week from A.L. May Memorial Stadium at 7 o'clock, Gulf Coast and Jones in the MAC-JC opener. Once again here from Moorhead, Mississippi, the Bulldogs win it 31-14 over Mississippi Delta, now 1-1 on the year. For all your Bulldog information athletic-wise, check out our website, mgcccbulldogs.com or twitter.com/perksid. For head coach Steve Campbell, I'm Bill Snyder, Rich Kopp behind the camera, athletic director Ladd Taylor, Jeff Shepard, giving us time cues, and for the insect repellent folks here in Moorhead letting the mosquitoes out, we're either going to go home on the bus or maybe fly home with the mosquitoes. Whatever the case, we get a win. We'll see you next week on Bulldog Blitz. Good night, take care, and thanks for watching.
Hey, let's get them shut down again. Let's get us a turnover and get in the end zone. Hey, knock them in the mouth. Use your hands. Don't let them cut you. Stay at home and do your job.
Cotton's got Gillum in the backfield. He looks left, now fires over the middle. The pass caught by Javon Bell at the 15. Bell inside the 10 and down at the 7.
Let's don't turn it over. Y'all got me? And let's go in at the half and win it. Y'all understand? All right, here we go.
Cotton takes the snap, fakes to Gillum, keeps it himself on the right side. He cuts it inside the 5 and in for the touchdown. Raymond Cotton on the 7-yard run, and the Bulldogs are back in front. Kick is up, and it is good. Taylor's true from 25 yards out.
Leopard wing, Lucy 13-1.
Collins back, tries the quarterback draw, and he will go nowhere. Ball is loose. It's still loose. Picked up by Otis Jacobs, and Jacobs takes it to the house. Is it a touchdown, or are they going to blow it dead?
They're signaling
it is touchdown. Touchdown Bulldogs. Otis Jacobs.
I told y'all it was not going to be easy. When you play in this league, it ain't never, every now and then you'll get one, but you cannot, if you think that it's ever going to be easy, you're wrong. Every one of them turns out just like that, and then somebody making a play turns the tide. We made some plays that gave us a chance to be successful. Guys, that's what I'm talking about. We talk about all the little things, plays are the difference in plays, which is the difference in games, which is the difference in seasons, are all on things about that big. We made the plays when we needed to make them. Great job, great job. Defense did a great job stepping up, shut them down, got us the ball, got us a turnover, that got us some breathing room, put us on the board. Yeah, we still got a lot of work to do. But the goal this week was to win a game. We did that. Now we get to go back home. We're going to play a good football team. We're going to play a good team next week. All right? We get to play them at our place. We have got to improve, get better. Every day we got to get better. We got to practice like champions.
At Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, it's like this. Academic excellence that's prepared generations of students for careers and for life. Non-traditional students enjoy the convenience and flexibility of online classes. You can earn a degree, work, and still enjoy time with family. Visit mgccc.edu to apply online and learn more about financial aid and scholarships. Mississippi Gulf Coast Community College, celebrating academic excellence for 100 years.